asking how we're feeling. I'll show you how we're feeling. Huh, 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 Get ready to learn strength and conditioning, buddy. It ain't gonna be one staff, two staff, three staff, four. It's the whole staff. Oh, you look like JD Vance on the couch.
Oh! Lloyd, how you feeling, my friend?
I feel excellent. Sometimes, you peek under the tree. I've been burned by Christmas before. We had quite a fickle Santa, but hopefully this one is in the bag.
I mean, I tell you what, it is a beautiful day. It's a great morning. What I had 2 sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, a large Diet Coke, and Lane Kiffin, Charlie White Jr. That
one line of Lane Kiffin.
It is a great day to be an LSU Tiger. It is officially a new era of LSU football. It's been, I tell you what, I think the best part about it is it's been such a long month of just all of this.
Like I'm going through a divorce and getting remarried at the same time.
Of all of it have been unbelievably confusing.
This camera might be too good for this wall. I look insane. I need to add some color.
We splurged on a new cam.
We did. Figured we'd be covering the program for a little bit longer, maybe 7 years. I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Because it is. What did you say? Get your popcorn ready?
Get your popcorn ready.
No free ads.
Get your popcorn ready. Yeah, turn it around. Get your popcorn ready now.
Get
your popcorn ready now. You want your popcorn ready? Your popcorn ready? Come on.
Come on. Come on.
You got one. I believe it right here. Pop the wind, ready? Oh!
Cut that.
Get your popcorn ready.
Let's go, boys.
You get some.
Noah is so excited because he's been doing this dance since, I guess yesterday he finally got fed up.
Yeah, yesterday was kind of a breaking point, I would say. It's been, it's good, because look, I love this job. It's my dream job. It's so much fun to get on here and talk with you guys. We've been talking in circles for 2 weeks.
Knowing that we've been trying to give you the right information.
Right.
And it felt like we were pretty much stone cold cut on the deal of look, like I said yesterday after the game, it's like there's one thing that seems to be prevailing. Now, did this carry out longer than we thought? Yes.
Yes.
Did Ole Miss make this messy? Yes. Did LSU make it maybe messy? Yes.
Did Lane maybe make it a little messy?
No. He wanted it. He wanted to do his thing.
Of course.
But did he make it messy at what seems to be the end of this?
Right.
Yeah, don't. If I've learned anything, I know now how to treat Lane Kiffin as if he and should be and is named and should be the head coach of LSU. I will tread lightly.
Of course. I mean, just don't back him into a corner. He got backed into a corner.
You know what happens when you back a rat into the corner?
What happens?
That's The Departed. I'm not calling Lane a rat. I'm quoting a movie.
What a day.
See what happens if you come after him also. He grabs you by the haunches.
Right. What a day it has been. The current expectation is that Ole Miss offensive coordinator Charlie White Jr. will follow Lane Kiffin to LSU. Obviously, it was put out earlier today by On3 Chris Lowe. Kiffin has lined up most of his offensive staff to join him at LSU. He's told them if they're not on the plane to Baton Rouge today, they won't have a spot on staff. So big moves.
There's your ultimatum.
As it's officially a new era of LSU football. The Brian Kelly era has been done, over with, dead.
Buried.
And you have now made the move that makes everything that's gone on over the last month and a half, whatever it's been, since the Kelly firing, since the A&M loss, everything that's gone on, you forget about it all. This was the take we had. Everything that has happened, you forget it because you got the guy. You got your guy. You got the guy. LSU circled Lane Kiffin, and they went and they got the job done. They battled with Florida and Ole Miss and whoever, the Giants and the Dolphins and whoever else wanted to throw their cap in the ring. And LSU got the job done. They identified their guy, the number one name in this whole carousel. Every job that's open has his name attached. Took the number one job. And it feels like, and we talked about it this week, the trajectory of Lane, it was time for him to take the jump, right? And it was time for LSU to take the swing. The timing could not have worked better, and it has officially come to the point now where Lane Kiffin will be wearing purple and gold on the sideline for LSU next season as the head football coach. The stars have aligned, and he's bringing his offensive staff with him. And I tell you what, yesterday's performance against Oklahoma, we're not going to talk about it too much today. We'll be live, we'll do the show this week. We'll talk about that. Was not a better sales pitch for why you need Lane Kiffin and Charlie Weiss Jr. and who knows, Trinidad Chambliss, right? That game was there to be won. You can't do anything offensively. You are inept on the offensive side of the ball, and that is box check number one when you go get Lane Kiffin. You're always going to have an offense. You'll always be able to score points with the best of them. So you solve that, right? The box number two that you've checked is excitement, the life around the program. That credit to Frank Wilson and what he's done out after the firing of Brian Kelly, holding the rope, keeping the waves calmed, and now the excitement is through the roof. The buy-in around the program is back. The thought process around, do I get season tickets? The apathy you felt against Texas A&M when LSU had Death Valley taken over by Aggies. It has been 180. The excitement around this football program is as high as it could be. Because what did you do? You identified your guy, you went all in on your guy, and you got the job done.
Despite the noise around you, bang, there I am.
There you are.
That will be used later. Despite the noise around us, around LSU, and around the program, you still managed to be able to finally be able to say, it's still LSU. You can look at the outside factors, all of the things around it, and now watch all of the dominoes fall around the Lane Kiffin hire.
Right.
You were in the sweepstakes. Florida felt like they led the race for the first, if you're running a 400 meter?
Yeah,
they won that first 100. Yeah, they were cooking. Turn. And then it became, LSU gets it to 200 and 300. Then Ole Miss came back roaring down the stretch. Here they come. LSU, no. Usain Bolt, pound my chest. Here we go. Look at me. Let's finish the race. And stay in lane one. And despite all of the circus, and I guess this is what I want to ask, and we should go back and kind of recant a little bit of everything that's happened.
Of course.
From the jump, from what's happened from yesterday, because we have always felt that it was going to be Lane Kiffin to LSU. We thought an announcement would come earlier, and then now it comes out that the reasoning, and just kind of reading some of what's going on around the Ole Miss program is they didn't want Lane Kiffin to talk to the team.
Right.
They wanted him out. He wanted to talk to the team. First of all, he wanted to coach the team, and this does come down to a little bit of the, if you want to play hypotheticals, I guess, the Iron Bowl, which was an absolute, you couldn't take your eyes off the television. I've never rooted for Alabama in my life. That was the first time, and remember Jammer. Glad to have him. All right, now get out. But it did feel like that was going to come down to if Ole Miss was going to be the SEC championship, and it feels like Ole Miss was at the point of, do we let him coach?
Right.
And then once they showed a crack in the armor, Lane Kiffin attacked and said, you're going to give me an ultimatum? Here's my ultimatum.
Right.
I'm leaving. You won't let me talk to the team? I won't let you talk to the staff. Why do you think we sent 2 jets?
Oh, what was the when it was written in the tweet that the Jets were on the way? What was it say? It was going to pick Lane Kiffin, family, and others up. Is it what it said? Let's see. Let me read it here. Shout out to Ross Dellinger.
Who's been covering this thing, and this is right up his alley.
I mean, he's been crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. He says, the university is sending 2 planes to Oxford on Sunday for Kiffin, his family, and others. and the others were staff members. And look, it was a wild day yesterday. We got to Golf Suites early. We're sitting down. You see Marty popping up on the screen every hour on the hour. I don't know. He's sleeping at the Ole Miss facility last night.
Oh.
And then there's a meeting that starts at 3 p.m. There's pictures of them at the place, and the meeting takes hours. And ultimately, it comes out that the meeting turned a little bit into the more hostile energy. Where Lane, and we said it yesterday, we've said it all week, he wanted to have his cake and eat it too.
And if I can't, I'll take your cake and eat that too.
Well, you don't get cake.
Mm-hmm.
No cake for you.
No.
And that was where, like what you said it yesterday, Lloyd, he had all the cards in his hand, right? It was a power play. Just like when he went up on the podium, what was it, last Monday, and said, well, players are different now. That was a long day. Credit to Marty. I mean, you're a trooper, my man. But the deck was in his hand, and he played his cards. He wanted to go to LSU. He wanted to coach them through as well. Ole Miss said no. This timeline that everyone's complaining about, right, was created by Ole Miss. The calendar is college football. The timeline is Ole Miss. I think both LSU and Lane Kiffin would have been fine to just let this kind of go on. And I said it 2 weeks ago, Ole Miss putting a timeline on it was the best thing that could have happened for LSU.
What Ole Miss did felt like what old LSU would have done.
Right.
Right? Whenever you're like, no, you're not. Oh, you think you're going to leave? How about you tell us when you're going to leave?
Right.
Or you're going to stay. And it's while you're in the midst of something you've never done before. And who's the one person that even Lane Kiffin, I understand people have their thoughts about him, about his perceived ego. And that's what the national media is. And now LSU has become the bad boy again.
Right.
Now you're looking at Kim Mulkey, Lane Kiffin, Jay Johnson, and Matt McMahon's put up some pretty good numbers. But when they look at LSU, I could see why people were starting to go, and I'm more than welcome to wear the black hat.
Oh, well, you need something.
It's time.
Right? You need life.
It's time.
Give us something, right? You wore the black hat with BK, but it was in an embarrassing manner.
I didn't want that hat.
I don't like that hat.
This one is, and there's a reason that there is the national pundits going after this and going, oh, this is bad for the sport. All of the, like, they're trying to blame whether it be LSU, Lane Kiffin. It's because you're scared. You're scared of what he can come here and do.
Right.
What he can do in Baton Rouge with the actual talent, with his ability to now build through the portal, with his ability to maybe retain Blake Baker, to bring his offensive coordinator, Charlie Weiss Jr., which I said last night. Like, this is a reckoning for the SEC and now college football. You awoke a sleeping giant, which has happened only, what, once? That was 2000, and now you've been riding those coattails, and guess who? Look, we were talking about a tree, the Godfather tree. You found the sweetest apple of them all, because lest we forget how maybe it was perceived how Nick Saban thought about Lane Kiffin. You only treat somebody like that if you love them.
Oh, you see the potential, right?
Mm-hmm.
You
disappoint
handle it
me
that way because if you get this right, I know what you can be. And you've seen the growth and the maturity from Lane, and I know people will paint this.
No, they're scared.
That's all a lie, right? He didn't mature at all. He's still the same narcissist that wants every.
He tried to handle it the best he could.
He got backed into a corner, right? He was fine agreeing to the LSU job and keeping it under wraps behind the scenes and letting this thing roll out. And Ole Miss created a timeline, put the pressure on. And they'll turn their attention elsewhere. You've seen some dominoes fall today. What was it, Golish to Auburn?
Oh, man.
Arkansas's got the Memphis head coach, and it seems like they might not be the happiest about that. Sumrall to Florida.
They're forming a coup.
They're doing a little protest. Sumrall to Florida.
Expected. He tweeted out a roll wave today. And he's kind of in like Lane Kiffin light territory. He's like, I'm trying my best to be able to coach this team because there's the college football playoff.
And this is the craziest thing.
No backlash.
No backlash whatsoever, right? And I think that's the thing that tells you everything you need to know. There is no backlash on Summerall, or what was it, the North Texas coach, finishing it through if they get their shot.
Because it's G5 to P5.
But it's G5 to P4.
Whatever.
But if you're LSU right now, it is lined up because guess what? You get this thing signed today. You do the press conference tomorrow. You knocked it all out before early signing day, which it wasn't that the most pressing thing on the schedule, right? Was keeping the recruiting class together and signing them on signing day, early signing day, whatever it's called now. You make it happen. And now the conversation's going to shift is, okay, what is the staff going to look like? Offensively, I don't think there's a name other than Frank Wilson that you care if they're gone or not, right? And that's no disrespect to the guys on staff. That's just how ugly it's been offensively this year. And the Frank Wilson conversation will be interesting. I think Frank's good. Now, running backs coach, I don't know. I know Lane has his guy that he's had at running back coach for a long time. But I think Frank, it's associate head coach, recruiting coordinator. You just sign the deal, lifetime contract, keep him, right? Defensively, with Golding staying at Ole Miss, that creates a whole other conversation, right? Because that's where it began, right? If you bring a DC in, he likely wants to bring his guys with him. Well, as of right now, Golding staying in Oxford, the whole conversation around Kyle Williams and Corey Raymond and Blake Baker ultimately changes. Now, Baker, the interesting discussion is going to be Tulane and maybe even Summerall at Florida. I wouldn't be surprised if a phone call gets made. You'll see how these dominoes begin to fall, but with Golding staying in Oxford, puts you in a much better spot at holding on to that defensive staff. I also think the front office discussion, Austin Thomas, we'll see how that kind of shakes out. That's where the news will go. But the biggest thing you've achieved is you couldn't have gone more night to day offensively than you are going to right now. From what you've witnessed this year in 2025 to what Kiffin is going to bring. I don't think anyone can push back on what Kiffin can do offensively and what Kiffin's going to do offensively. He's a walking offense. And so it is going to be night and day what Lane Kiffin's going to create with the LSU offense moving forward. And you've seen the dominoes around it fall. But the biggest thing is, for LSU, as much as you've gotten your guy and its success, and yes, extremely happy and ready for what's next, LSU has also kind of put their foot back down and said, hey, this is still LSU. We are still who we say we are. This is still a top 3 job on the market. This was still the best job that was available. Florida, you can push back all you want. You can't play with us, right? You can't play on this ball field with LSU. It's a different ball game. Florida's got to look themselves in the mirror. You went all in on Kiffin. Saying it all last week. Just you wait. What was it? A couple Sundays ago. Wait till this Sunday, right? Well, it's Sunday right now. And Lane Kiffin looks real good in the purple and gold. LSU is still LSU. That's the biggest pitch out of all of this is that LSU is still LSU. This job still speaks. Whatever you want to try and pin around it, right? The governor, the politics, the money, the last coach, the pressure cooker that it is, LSU is still LSU. What makes LSU so much better than Ole Miss? Nick Saban talked about it on game day yesterday morning. It's going to come down to where can you recruit the best players. Go watch U-High's game from Friday night. Go watch Lamar Brown play football. It's the number 1 player in the country. He's on LSU's campus. And that's not a rarity. Louisiana breeds dogs, athletes. Players. And then with what Lane Kiffin does in the transfer portal, you plug holes. You get your quarterback. You go get a couple of wide receivers here and there, what you don't recruit out of the state. But you can build the trenches. You can build skill position. You can recruit Louisiana, and we've seen it happen many times before.
And this is straight from the horse's mouth. The man that built it, the man that knows what, as I said, what a sleeping giant LSU could have become and did become under one man. And he's dressed like a mob boss, and he's being a mob boss. Like, this is what you got. Like, Nick Saban knows what it is, and now that he no longer has to coach against it,
right.
You saw where his allegiance lies. Now, it would have been interesting to see what happened with Auburn and Alabama, and if it was a Auburn win and now the Alabama job is what? That was the whole conjecture, but none of this was actually real. And this is why, because Nick Saban, I built it.
Right.
And I see a lot of me in what you've become because I've molded you.
Yep.
And this is what you can do here. This is why.
Conference championship since the 60s. They've never been in the game. How does it change the dynamic and how Ole Miss should handle it and how Lane should handle it?
Well, I think they should let Lane coach his team, number one. But I think Lane's decision is going to come down to one thing. And that thing is just what Marty said. Where is the place that I can recruit the best players? And I think, one of Lane's apprehensions is he's had to use the portal to build his team at Ole Miss each year. And at LSU, he probably could recruit better talent and then just supplement his team by need with the portal. And that's probably the dilemma that he has, as well as his loyalty to his team that he's coaching now, that he wants to be able to continue to coach. So it's a tough thing to have the right answer to.
I mean, he's telling you straight up. That's not that wasn't an off the cuff statement.
I've lived it.
He's lived it, and he's pushing for his guy. He is trying to do what's best for Lane Kiffin,
and he's actively coached against it,
right?
Because he knew that, lest we forget that the first time that Lane Kiffin was brought up for LSU, this is not the first time they've seen each other on the dance floor, and there was one thing blocking you, and it was that man, the mob boss up there, because I'm scared of what he could do at LSU, and rightfully so. But now that I'm no longer have skin in the game, except for somebody he probably considers kin,
right?
Like, I'm telling you, this is where you should go. Like, I know it's hard, and I know you're not going to, and this is where Ole Miss fumbled it, and we've talked about it before. But to think that they were on the level of what LSU can offer, what LSU can do, the amount of mountains they can move, and the people they have in their back pocket that are all on a lot of media out there for LSU that says, look, we can push this narrative either way we want to. And then you have the ultimate power player and Jimmy Sexton in CAA, who represents both.
Right.
And this is his last chance for Sexton, at least, to go, this is my new Nick Saban. And if you're Nick Saban, you tell Lane Kiffin, look, I won how many? Look at what you had to do at Ole Miss to be able to even get to the table.
Right.
And then they look at you and go, it's not you, it's us. And, oh, okay.
Right.
You want to play hardball? These people don't care about you. They care about me because I represent the success that they can have not only at Ole Miss, but on a grander scale of LSU. And watch what happens. And look, these assistants won't stay forever, the guys that he's bringing along. And that's what Charlie Weiss sees. That's what whoever else he's bringing along with him sees is, if I succeed here, and I've succeeded already, and that goes for the players too.
Of course.
And that's the next domino to fall, and it becomes interesting. You obviously saw the quarterback play from LSU yesterday, not great. You have Trinidad Chambliss that's going for an extra year.
Trying to get that waiver.
To get the waiver, and he should be able to. If Diego Pavia can, why can't he?
Right.
It's the exact same scenario. And so if you plug in Lane Kiffin, Chambliss, there's also a running back on that roster that's pretty entertaining. And then you start looking at LSU's roster and who can stay and who can go, and oh, wait. I just got burned by a terrible offensive scheme.
Right.
What if I stay and actually be able to be
Oh, if you're an offensive player, you should be drooling.
Nick Anderson, Aaron Anderson.
That's the thought of this.
Like, I came here for a reason. I trade as green. Why wouldn't I stay? Like, this answers a lot of the questions, and the only question still remaining to me is obviously what happens with Blake Baker. That will be your biggest question mark. But if you align those two, talk about complementary football.
Oh my gosh.
That's a thing that I don't know if college football is ready for. That said, what 2019 did, and I think that's even a better talking point of looking back at, like, I got the offense. I can make that thing hum.
Of course.
And now you have obviously identified what you need to talent-wise. Skill position is always going to be there at LSU, and that's what is intriguing to Lane. Now you know what you need to fix. And once you do that, and if Blake Baker stays, and it really is one question to me, is if he goes to Tulane or stays. Because Tulane is a head coaching job. If he stays with Lane Kiffin and they go on a run, if they become the world beaters, I think they will, then he'll be looking at SEC jobs. And he won't have to take the step back.
Right.
He'll only be able to go, well, I stayed here and I can be Kirby Smart. I can be Dan Lanning. And when those things come open, I will leave. I can be Lane Kiffin. So that's what he has to weigh. It was like, why would I not stay with it? The offense is going to put up 40 instead of 10?
Right.
10 and win? It's a pretty sweet gig.
No, I mean, I think, look, it's like I said, it's at this standpoint right now, it was the perfect time for this kumbaya to happen. LSU needs Lane, and Lane's ready for LSU. This is the time, right? You're weighing out your options. Do you want a statue at Ole Miss for 10-win seasons and CFP appearances and maybe an SEC championship? Or do you want to go try to win national championships? Who are the guys that he looks up to? The two college football coaches that he admires.
Steve Spurrier.
Nick Saban. Pete Carroll, right?
Pete Carroll.
What do they have? They got rings, right?
All of them.
They got rings. What does Lane not have? And what at Ole Miss is it a rarity to be able to do? And it's not a disrespect to Ole Miss, but you got to know who you are, right?
And that was a part of the conversation where I think they really felt it was real of once it became, hey, the world of college football is changing. Why not us? Why not here?
Right.
At some point, man, the recruiting is just different. The talent level is just different. Why do I have to stress myself to do what Nick Saban did? Be in Alabama and have to go pluck and try so hard when I have a ready-made staff that knows how to recruit Louisiana, that I've worked with before, and that has literally any amount of money. This is what moves this is what moves the city. This is what moves the state. It's what moves the income. It can change the way that Louisiana operates. And is that a lot of pressure? Absolutely. But are you ready-made to do it? Yes. All you have to do is be you. Continue to be this third iteration of yourself where you've learned from your mistakes and was this messy? Absolutely.
Right.
But that's because you're coveted. And the reason you're coveted is you're great at your job.
No, and it's just he's maxed it out, right? He's done everything he can there.
And it sucks the way the timeline played out.
Of course.
But LSU put themselves in that position on purpose.
Of course, yeah, you had to. I mean, if you don't, he probably ends up in Florida, right? Until LSU came knocking on the door, until that job became open and it threw things off. LSU circled their guy, went and got him. And it's the perfect timing.
Finally.
It was time for this to finally happen, right? When you looked at it in 21, there were conversations about Lane, but it was far-fetched. You knew it wasn't going to be realistic. And maybe he wasn't ready just yet for that step. But you saw how he's grown from 21 until now in 25 at Ole Miss. The seasons that he's rattled off, the talent that that he has put together through the transfer portal, the way he's adjusted to this new era of college football. LSU's got the buy-in. They've got the talent in the state. They've got the brand. They've got it all. They just needed the guy to get him right and to put him in the spot to pull it off. And this was the marriage that needed to happen. Lane Kiffin on the sideline at LSU. Oh, my gosh.
And I think that it's like, almost like an exorcism for LSU, an LSU fan base. Because how many times have you, Ed, I hate to say it like this, but like get it across the finish line, but it very much feels like it's across the finish line. We're sending planes. LSU is sending planes. People are getting on or off the plane. It's CC Fly. It is legitimately, look, I mean, there's a certain show with a certain scene where this played out the opposite way, but this is what Lane Kiffin did. Oh.
Lloyd?
Oh, yeah, that's actually right.
I know.
What number is this? Perfect. You got it?
No emails, no faxes, no phone calls, no nothing. Simply silence, Lloyd. Silence, Lloyd. It's golden.
This is how Lane has been operating.
Right here. Right in front of your eyes.
So that is what Lane has been dealing with, and he probably a fan of Entourage, if I had to guess. But he executed it. That did not work out for Ari in the end, but it did. And for Lane, that's what he was dealing with. He was on the absolute pressure cooker of, I can help y'all get to the end of this, but you don't want me to, so now I will take everyone. That's what CC Fly is. You're forming a coup within your own building of you coming or not.
Right.
Mum is the word. Silence is fucking golden.
Get on this plane.
Now, look at people that didn't get on the plane with former LSU coaches.
Right.
Certainly one. Brian Kelly, you got one assistant strength and conditioning coach. I don't think he'll be here, if I had to guess.
Quote from Lamar Brown. Obviously, I think he's the number one player in the country. Stud at U-High right there on LSU's campus. 5-star plus athlete, is also committed to LSU. He was asked about the hiring of Ole Miss's coach Lane Kiffin to be the new LSU head football coach. And Lamar Brown says, "It's great to know that I'll have a coach who's ready to compete for a national championship and wants to bring one back to Baton Rouge." I mean, what else do I need to say? Lamar just said it for me.
He was still committed to LSU despite the fact that he knew that it was a dumpster fire, even when he was in the Texas A&M student section.
Right.
Or LSU student section that got taken over by Texas A&M. He still held strong, held fast. Frank Wilson also being able to keep this ship together while you are navigating tough waters. This doesn't happen without Frank Wilson. Let's not get that twisted. I understand that there was never a real opportunity for him to win the head coaching job because you circled Lane so early, and that's why you probably got to the point of probably not why you moved off Brian Kelly. You moved off Brian Kelly because of what happened. And then it became, who's your biggest fish? Let's go get him. Perfect timing. Right. You had to cut bait, and if it cost $53 million to do it, not my money, not the state's money also. These are people that want to see LSU succeed, that have the cachet to do it, and then to do it again.
Yeah.
Go get me your step, whatever. And that's been the difference in this entire thing, is you've given Lane full autonomy, right? Like, does LSU want to have some caveats in there? You have to trust the fact that he sees those as well. That he knows that this job's a lot easier with Corey Raymond on board, because that means I get DJ Pickett. And I've also recruited against him.
Right.
I've recruited against Frank Wilson. I've recruited with Frank Wilson. That's a win. Like, that's the other part of Ole Miss that they don't understand. That's a hard staff to go out and get because they're not leaving. So you can't just go get, like, we can give you all the money in the world. Fine. LSU can too. Can you give me the people and the resources and the culture? No. And so when it comes down to Lane Kiffin making a decision, it's like, I see that. He's not he's much smarter than people give him credit for. Like, he's playing a Rubik's Cube in front of your face. Like, there's some twists and turns that you're like, why would you do that? Oh, no, turns out perfect colors. Like, he sees what LSU is, and he's been guided by a bunch of very smart people to – I don't think he needed – like, maybe it was a nudge, because I do get his plight of, I built this here, I'd like to see it through. And that's where ultimately Ole Miss shot themselves in the dick.
Right. They created
a monster.
Right? Like it. And we have some shout out to Sam Spiegelman from Rivals and On 3. He's got some quotes from some of the LSU recruiting class. Obviously, Lamar continued on to say, from talking to others who know him more than I do, it seems like he's one of the greatest coaches to be around. 5-star defensive lineman Richard Anderson hit him with a "Go Tigers" when was asked about the Kiffin hire. Also, Kenny Darby says, I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
I bet you are.
Obviously, Coach Kiffin is a great coach, so I know we will be in great hands. 4-star offensive tackle Bryson Martinez. Let me just say one thing about Bryson Martinez. Might be one of the most athletic high school athletes I've ever witnessed with my own two eyes. He's a tackle commit. He plays tackle, tight end, quarterback, running back, wide receiver. And he had last year in our playoff game for basketball, he took a rebound off the rim, coast-to-coast dunk. Right? He continued to say, I think this is a major step to LSU's success. Havon Finney, 4-star cornerback, happy about it. I know he has a lot of experience, and it would be great to have him as head coach. Hopefully, Coach Corey Raymond, Coach Wilson, and Coach Blake Baker will be retained. And then his father, Finney Sr., said, I think it's exciting news. I think with Lane Kiffin's track record at this point, he's definitely proven himself to be a program changer. I think it's a great opportunity for LSU. 4-star defensive lineman Deuce Geralds. Lane Kiffin to LSU will be amazing for the program and for the state of Louisiana. I was really committed to the program of LSU regardless. But Lane Kiffin being confirmed coach now has made me more comfortable. Lane Kiffin to LSU will go down in history, in my opinion, and I can't wait to be a part of it. I mean, come on. How about this? 4-star safety Blaine Bradford, who is a priority target, obviously, is committed to Ohio State. As of right now, everything is staying put. Jacob is not talking about transferring, and Blaine is talking about staying on course with Ohio State as of today, says their mother, Stacy. You never know the way things go nowadays. You can never be concrete. I go day by day, or Stacy Bradford's their father. Blaine's situation is keeping a steady course. He's keeping consistent with his word where he wants to be committed. Jacob loves LSU. For me, what I'm hearing as a father, everything looks to be staying put, they say. So there's a handful of the quotes from some of the commits and recruits. And that's the high school talent. That's one of the main reasons why you take the LSU job is what I just rattled off right there. Louisiana guys. Lamar Brown's on campus. Huge. It's huge for LSU, man. I mean, it puts you back in the conversation at which you belong, right? LSU is you're no longer a laughingstock. You were a laughingstock a month and a half ago. Everyone's laughing at LSU. They're laughing at the state of Louisiana. Who's laughing now? You're not a laughingstock anymore. You're the best job that was available, and you're debatably the best job in the country. And like Deuce Gerald said, it's going to be exciting to see what Lane Kiffin and LSU look like for the time to come.
As I rued the day in which A&M, you did this to yourself. Ole Miss, you did this to yourself. But most namely, A&M, when you rocked the boat, you shook the house, and you danced on a grave, and you said LSU is no longer feared, you rattled the wrong cages. These people, this place, this city, this state, don't take kindly to that. We don't get embarrassed. You don't get punked. You don't get spit on. If you do, there's action. Because there's one thing these people care about, and it's namely the people that have a checkbook. A&M signed their own death warrant that night. If you would have taken it with class and done it with dignity, maybe nothing happens. Maybe you don't fire Brian Kelly. Maybe you see Brian Kelly in year, 5? And you continue to watch this happen, and you're like, LSU's a floundering program. Maybe they move down to tier 2. No. You don't know how to win either. Same as Ole Miss, you don't know how to win. There's a reason there's echelons to this thing.
Right.
And once you made that decision and did what you did, sure, enjoy today. Rue tomorrow. Just LSU's back.
Yeah, I mean, look.
And there ain't no doubt about it.
No doubt about it.
LSU has never had this high quality of coach come to LSU. You could say Brian Kelly all you want, fraud. Nick Saban wasn't proven.
Right.
Look up Les Miles' record at Oklahoma State.
Wasn't pretty.
Look up Ed Orgeron's record twice.
And before
this is a proven winner and program builder coming to a program that's been built. And he's 50, not 65.
Right. And before we get to your phone calls, we are going to let you guys call in. I'm sure it'll be an active phone line. So just to make sure, set the record straight. We take phone calls. We got to make it quick, snappy. We want to get to everybody. So we'll let y'all call in. We'll make it quick. Get your take off, your question. Ask it. We'll get to the next call. And if there's a call being taken, try and refrain from calling so we don't get that.
Oh, no. And if you get sent to voicemail, just keep up with the show.
We'll get to it. We promise. I do want to say,
none of this is possible.
This was a 3-team race, right? 2 teams that thought they could play with the big dog, huh? Florida thought they could battle with LSU. Florida thought they were a better job, right? Florida thought they were the better job than LSU. Nope. You just found out. Florida, you need to look in the mirror and realize it's not who you are, right? And this is no disrespect to John Sumrall, right? Or Billy Napier. But in 2 coaching cycles, right? Florida's gone and gotten the hot name out of G5 in Louisiana. LSU went and took Notre Dame's sitting coach and went head-to-head with you for the hottest name in the cycle with Ole Miss's sitting coach. We are not the same. And then for Ole Miss, I think the sweetest part about all this is this rivalry, this Magnolia Bowl. First off, Oxford's going to be excellent next year. Tingle & Co. will go ahead and book their tickets. We'll be there. The Magnolia Bowl rivalry, right? LSU and Ole Miss. You can talk about, who's running it, in Ole Miss's best season in their history of being a program. What did LSU do? LSU went and plucked their head football coach from a playoff run. You're not Big Brother. LSU is LSU, and they just made it known right now, this offseason, this coaching search. LSU reminded the world of who they are. Laugh at the Texas A&M deal. Laugh at the family. Laugh at the nut-to-butt dancing with recruits from Brian Kelly. You can laugh at all of it. We're laughing. Yeah, but that book is closed, and the new book has opened. And just you get ready. Just you get ready. We're about to take your phone calls, get into it this morning. We appreciate everybody.
This morning? Old habits die hard.
Whatever.
You know what's going to hit like crack? That white LSU hoodie when it comes out.
What? We're going to take your phone calls.
Blake
we
Baker
appreciate
in the
everybody.
cutoff.
Oh, it doesn't get any better than that. We appreciate everybody. We got, over 700 people watching live right now. We appreciate we're live on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. We appreciate everybody
OnlyFans
joining us, watching. Nope, not there.
Everybody
everybody joining us.
Let me take that link down
today. We appreciate the likes, subscribe. We're going to get ready to take your phone calls. So, Lloyd, whenever you feel ready, you can throw that phone number up on the screen. Also, 2 claps just eclipsed 11,000 subscribers on YouTube as we are live right here.
11,000 claps.
2
Ready.
claps. Ready. There we go. We appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody getting in here. on this afternoon, this emergency stream. Do not forget, if you are new, we're
not an
live
emergency.
Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 a.m. So make sure you join us again tomorrow morning as we will go live once again.
Again?
Of course. And we'll do, guess what? We'll do it on Tuesday.
And then?
Wednesday.
And then?
Thursday.
And then?
Friday.
And then?
Shoot, maybe Saturday and Sunday.
I don't know. We've done it before.
Let's do it 7 days a week. We appreciate all of you.
7 to 9.
We're getting ready to take your phone calls, so get
Cordell!
ready to call in. About to throw that number up on the screen, get you guys to call in. Make sure you have a take, a question, a comment, rattle it off, and get up out of there so we can get the next caller in. We appreciate you and everybody that calls in with us. We got a
this
Vegas
could be
caller.
I mean,
come on.
Sordid history.
Who could it be?
I hope it's not the penal department.
Brett Bielema.
No, we're not talking about Vegas.
Call from
Tremaine.
Tremaine, here we
Dupree.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
go. All right, have a take, don't suck. Talk to me.
Yo, what's up, Lloyd?
How we doing,
How
sir?
we doing?
All right, shout out to Christian. I see he ain't with y'all, but shout out to Christian too, man. Shout out Christian.
Shout out to Christian. He's going crazy on Twitter right now, I'll tell you that much.
But I never was kind of in doubt with the Lane situation. I mean, it was Lane, Florida, Ole Miss. It was never a question. But the thing that I've been noticing throughout the week is the Ole Miss fans. You know, the ungratefulness, the bitterness, and I can understand. You know, we all have been through breakups when your girl leave, but just the vitriol and the pissiness from the fans and even the locked on Ole Miss guys, they just ungrateful, unlovable losers, man. I mean, like, I understand why Mississippi is the dumbest state in the union, but I'm gonna just let y'all go handle that business, man. Go Tigers.
We appreciate you. Go Tigers. Tremaine calling in right there. Keep it coming. Keep giving your calls in. Get in here, talk to us. But yeah, no, I mean they're hurt. Ole Miss is hurt, man.
Call from
Daniel.
Get in here, Daniel.
Talk to me. Have a take.
First order of business for Lane Kiffin is to get Tommy Moffitt out of A&M ASAP.
Not happening.
I feel like you're in the majority. A lot of people are feeling very similar on that front.
Oh,
there you go. There's the
sorry,
take.
I didn't mean to break the
perfect,
news.
Perfect.
Yeah, no.
I would be surprised if that does happen, right? I think the page has been turned, but I think a lot of people are going to feel similar.
Braxton Jennerat.
Braxton.
Have a take, don't suck.
Hey, man, what's going on? All right, so I got one thing. Obviously, I'm super happy that Kiffin's coming. How do you think this affects our other sports, though, with all this money coming out? How do you think it affects our baseball team?
I know for on good authority that Jay obviously wants the world, but he understands how the LSU construct works, and what's good for LSU is good for him. But no, I mean, you have Kim Mulkey that obviously wants a piece of the pie. You have Jay Johnson that wants a piece of the pie. You have Matt McMahon that wants a piece of the pie. And, like, this is how it works, though. I mean, whenever has LSU football not been kind of your golden goose?
Right.
That is true. Yeah, that was my one thing. I also want to thank Whit Weeks for playing 4D chess with this whole situation.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What
do you think they talked about on the sidelines when he stood up?
Oh man, dude, I don't know.
See ya.
I bet Thanksgiving was really interesting this year.
All right, thank you.
We appreciate you.
Y'all have a good day. Go Tigers.
Thank you. Go Tigers.
Call from
We'll find out
Have a
together.
take, don't suck.
You're live on Tingle and Co.
Hello. All right, that's all right. That's all right. Maybe we'll get back to you. You can try again. See what the chat's popping off with right now. Everybody, the vibes are high. I tell you what, the excitement is back, and that's the best part, you know. And I think the biggest reason of why this is such a success in this hire is the excitement is back. The buy-in from the fan base. I'm sure season ticket sales are gonna pop. The boosters are gonna be bought back in. Obviously, credit to the money people, because money has not had to be a struggle in any of this process. The buyout, this process. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Al Williams. I'm calling from Los Angeles, California.
All right, L.A., talk to me.
Well, I'm a big LSU fan. I'm originally from St. Martinville, Louisiana, living in Los Angeles. and I've been following LSU ever since I was in high school.
There you go.
How did that happen?
What happen?
How'd you end up in L.A.?
How'd you end up in L.A.?
I was working in the movie industry.
There you go. Congratulations. What's your take? What you got for us?
Well, is it official now that Lane Kiffin is with LSU?
I think it's pretty official. You're still waiting for the official announcement from LSU, but I think it's pretty official that this deal is done.
Hey, let me tell you a little story right quick. I was working on a video project, and they had a girl here in L.A. came to do a video, and she was from Baton Rouge. So she told me she was a big LSU fan, and I said, I bet you I'm a bigger LSU fan than you.
Oh, yeah?
And she said, no, I don't think so. She said, no, I don't think so. So what I did, I pulled out my debit LSU credit card to prove I was an LSU fan.
There you go.
There you go. It's from coast to coast. That's what people don't realize.
Yeah.
I appreciate your call.
Well, I appreciate talking to y'all, man. I appreciate it, and LSU going to be back on track.
No doubt. Thank you,
Go
sir.
Tigers.
All right, thank you.
Call from
Debit card scared me.
God did not know what he was about to
press
say.
1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, how's it going? It's Jason from Kenner, Louisiana.
All right. Talk to me. What you got?
Well, the thing is, I'm really concerned about Lane Kiffin coming to LSU because the thing is, the guy does not have a good track record. He's basically left everybody that he's ever been with. And so that's concerning. The pressure at LSU is the same as it is at Alabama and Ohio State. You know, if he gets pressure like that and for some reason they're not able to get to the playoffs, that's a lot of pressure on one guy. I'm just concerned that he's going to leave and then get called somewhere else, maybe to the NFL and just leave. So it's really, really high risk.
Yeah, I mean, I would say high risk, high reward. This is the position LSU's in to take a swing, and I think there's the position you're in now. I think the biggest risk would be the NFL, probably. He's tried that song and dance. I don't know where he'll be, but I think his goal coming here is to win a national championship. And I think if you get a ring out of it or two, it's a success. I mean, that's the way you look at the hire. Now, obviously, you hope that this gets extended over time.
7 years.
But, we'll see how it ends up shaking out.
Well, I get that, but at the end of the day, you want to sustain a long tradition in a program, in a culture. I mean, there's a reason why Ohio State and Alabama really, to me, have been the best for consistently, at least for the last 25 years. It's the culture, it's the consistency, and if you're an LSU fan, I really want consistency in an actual program that's going to really sustain itself because it's been up and down for years. You want a program that's going to, I'm not saying LSU doesn't have a good program. They absolutely do. But, if a culture and an expectation is what's going to sustain that program, even though LSU, Alabama, they lost Nick Saban, that culture that he instilled is still there. That's the reason Alabama hasn't fallen off. Ohio State, I mean, they only had, 4 coaches within the last 35 years. I mean, there's a reason for that. My thing is let's not throw the bag at somebody just because they're the hot next new thing. Like I said, it's just his track record is really not all that great. If I'm LSU, I want a culture that's going to stay and that's going to continue on regardless of who the head coach is.
No, and I think I appreciate your call, and I appreciate you calling in. We're going to get to one of these next callers.
Yep.
So we appreciate you.
We will get to it because I have a couple of thoughts, but thank you for your call. It's a great one.
Thank you very much.
Call from
Matthew Vincent.
All right. Have a take. Don't suck.
Hello, guys. This is Matthew Vincent, a big fan of the show. Keep doing what you are doing. So, I'm excited about the hire. I like that Lane Kiffin's going to be our next head coach. But I'm very worried, is he going to jump ship? Because, he's been known for jumping ship and stuff. Do you think he means that he'll be at LSU, or do you think he'll leave? And also, the running back coach, Kevin Smith from Ole Miss, has said that he was going to LSU. What do you think will happen to Frank?
Associate head coach.
Yeah, no, good question. I think on the Frank front, I think that the conversation with Frank is associate head coach, recruiting coordinator, and a lifetime contract, in my opinion. But I think that I was expecting a shift from the running backs coach point of view. But on the jump and ship aspect with Kiffin, I get it. I mean, you look at somebody's track record; he has jumped ship quite often, taken the next step towards his goal. And I think the confidence in where LSU is right now is what's the jump from LSU. You know, I think the NFL is really the biggest and most realistic jump, and I don't know what his decision is on the NFL, but I think he's coming to LSU with a goal, right? You don't leave Ole Miss and where you're at right there without a true goal of why you go to LSU, and I think it's to win national championships, and I think that he's going to go in 100% to do that.
Hell yeah. I love that. Let's hop on board the Lane train.
There you go.
Let's go. Yes, sir. Because I understand the plight and the sentiment around like Lane Kiffin.
Right.
All he's ever done is what do people like think that all he's ever done is left? But he's been
looking. He's a climber.
He's been looking for his Kilimanjaro.
He's been working to get here.
Yes, he's a thrill-seeking guy. He wants to be able, like, this does get his rocks off, like being able to coach yourself. And you have to understand the timeline of Lane, where it goes from
right
coaching under his dad to you're the Oakland Raiders head coach at 32. Like, okay, so that set up him for failure, essentially.
Right.
Like, who has ever done that?
No, I
Call
agree.
from.
Which name were you calling from?
Have a take, don't suck. Talk to me. What you got?
Hey, it's Bo in Arkansas.
All right, what you got?
I am very happy with Lane Kiffin, and the one thing I wanted to say is I saw somebody report, I forgot who it was, tweeted out or whatever, like T-Fam or somebody, saying that Pete Golden would not be joining Lane Kiffin at LSU.
Yes.
And that is a huge thing to me because, for one, Alabama fans wanted to put that dude on a stake, and hopefully that means Blake Baker will be staying.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be a. I think
there's no question amongst the LSU has a wish list of people they want to be able to keep. Frank is on there. Corey Raymond's on there. Kevin Peoples is on there. Blake Baker is probably, if it's not Frank, it's probably Blake Baker because at some point Frank will stay for life. Blake will get an opportunity to be a head coach somewhere, and if you don't do it at, like, so I tried to lay out the kind of like the scenario of why he would stay, and it's to be what Dave Aranda was for LSU, and then you get an actual, like, Tulane's a job, and a job that will always call. He could have an opportunity to become the next head coach at insert school, Ole Miss. It could be Arkansas, Florida, like Florida State. He'll be in that Power 5 conversation if he's able to pair that defense, which what he's done in the last 2 years has been nothing short of remarkable. From where LSU was to where it is now.
After watching that game yesterday, I said to myself, there's no way in hell they let Blake Baker leave.
Only way he leaves is for a head coaching
I'm pretty
job.
confident about that.
Yep.
Exactly. That's what I think.
All right. Well, thank you, sir.
And one more thing.
Okay.
Fuck Joe Sloan. Thank you.
There you go. We
There it
appreciate
is.
you for calling in. Yeah, no, I think Tulane's the biggest threat. I do think that Summerall's going to go at him hard. I don't think if it's a choice between staying here as the DC versus going to Florida as the DC, that it's a threat to go to Florida.
No, you just saw what that Florida threat was.
I think the biggest threat is the Tulane head
Call
coach.
from.
Call the cat.
Oh, cat.
Call the cat. Talk to us.
What's up, guys?
How
we
doing,
doing,
my
sir?
man?
Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm happy in a way and stuff. I'm going to wait and see and stuff. I'm just hope we didn't make a deal with the devil here, so.
Hey, shit, we've done worse.
Yeah, we have done worse, but yeah, but I'm
just worried about Morris Smith. Somebody free that man.
Yeah, I think he finally gets to go home. Once they moved that top on, I felt so bad for him. I was telling Noah before. I was like, that man was ready to get up and moving. He's been in, Ole Miss for the last 70 hours. It's like, all right, 9 o'clock, I can finally get out of here. Actually move back to 1. Actually, there's nothing you can do about it. You're stuck here.
But, I'm definitely excited about getting an offense in here after yesterday. I mean, they tried and stuff, but how you mess up from the 4-yard line? How you mess up from the 4-yard line? Yeah, Run the ball.
I tell you what, there's not a better, like I said earlier, there's not a better pitch for why you need Lane Kiffin than what you watched the last handful of weekends in LSU football, really all season offensively for LSU. And just the absolute inept offense that's been run. There's not a better pitch for why Lane Kiffin's right now.
Yeah, because we should have won that game yesterday.
I know.
This was frustrating yesterday, but y'all did a good job at All Sweets. My boy Road there.
It's the best. All right, Cat.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Call the Cat. All right, we got our next caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Cole in Mississippi.
Cole in Mississippi.
Cole, Mississippi sounds dangerous.
Are you an LSU fan in Mississippi, or are you a Ole Miss fan in Mississippi?
I am an Ole Miss fan.
No, Cole, talk to us. What do you have?
The floor is yours.
The floor is yours.
Tell us what to expect, what you think, what you know, what you hate, what you love.
All right. So what I got here is I think Lane is going to stay at Ole Miss.
Really?
Do y'all think that? Truly, I truly think he will.
Why?
I know he's not going to LSU.
How?
I got the feeling. You know what I mean? I feel like LSU's out of the question. He might go somewhere else, but I don't think he's going to LSU.
You've reached this level.
The dog.
You'll be okay, brother. Who y'all gonna hire?
I don't even know. Probably Pete.
Yep, Pete is in the running to be the interim head coach, and then soon to wants to put his hat in the ring for the head coach. But brother, it's I hate to be the one to bear bad news, but it feels like it's pretty much kaput.
Lane's got the purple and gold on, man. I'm sorry.
I mean, Lane's son is posting a lot of stuff about the Ole Miss playoffs. He's expecting to see everybody there.
You should know him by now.
Yeah. Well, that's all I got for y'all.
Yeah, all right.
Well, best of luck in the college football playoff, and
if you get there,
we'll
be
tuned in watching Ole Miss. So we'll pray for you.
That's tough. I'm sorry, buddy. Look, it's always darkest.
All right, y'all have a great day.
You too. Thank you for calling in.
Yes, sir.
Man, that's sad to hear. That's heartbreaking right there. That man is broken. That man is broken. I mean, when he said his take was that Lane Kiffin is staying at Ole Miss, I could have fainted. Like, what? Are you sure?
I would be. I mean, I would hope. For Cole's sake.
For Cole's sake. He's hurting, man.
Call from.
That's why we do the call-ins.
That's why we do it. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
You think Lane Kiffin's coming to LSU?
Ryan, calling from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
There we go.
The Lane train, Ben.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Chugga, 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 chugga.
Hey, look. While we're celebrating, just side note, while we're celebrating Baton Rouge because Lane Kiffin is going to revamp the LSU offense, which is absolutely atrocious since before the season even started.
Right.
There's protests going on in Fayetteville, Arkansas with their coaching.
Yeah, they tried to form a coup.
We're looking good. So I just want to talk shit about all the Florida fans that've been trying to roast us, saying he's going to Florida, like Locked on the Gators YouTube channel. Like y'all got this completely wrong. I'm super ecstatic about Lane Kiffin coming here. We are going to be a juggernaut. Our offense is going to be phenomenal. Also, Pete Golding, Ole Miss defensive coordinator, is staying as interim coach, likely to be a candidate on their head coaching search but probably will be hired elsewhere, which means there's a high chance that Blake Baker will stay here. So we'll have the Blake Baker defense unit staying whole, attached with the entire offensive staff damn near from Ole Miss coming to Baton Rouge. Great day.
It's a
Great day to be a Tiger. If you get it for 1 year, yeah, I'll buy all the stock.
All of it.
All right, appreciate your call.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
I mean, it is only it took a while to get here, but
it did.
As Major Payne said, keep chugging.
No,
I ain't got no legs.
I appreciate that call. But yeah, no, I mean, look, that's where all eyes are going to turn to Blake Baker now and that decision and the direction it goes.
Yeah,
that's the next. I mean, real domino to fall. Is do you retain old Blake Baker? Oh, Blaker.
Save.
Talk to me. Have a take. Don't suck.
Don't know. First of all, I know you've seen my damn text message.
Noah. Noah tried to stay off the phone. I tried to stay off the phone, and except we're on the phone.
Tell Lloyd hit my line.
Yeah. No, I got
you. Wait, look, you're on now, Save.
Hey, man. Anyways, dude, if Ole Miss fans want to be mad at somebody, tell them to be mad at damn Keith Carter. He messed all this up for them.
Oh God, it felt like
he shouldn't have gave Lane a damn ultimatum. He should have done that. Oh yeah, he screwed this up. This is his fault if anybody else's. I'm excited to see Lane come. I think it's going to be a damn great thing. I think we have to extend Blake Baker, though, because we can't let him leave for them 2 lines. That can't happen.
It's going to be a...
And then lastly...
It's just going to be enjoying while you got him if you got him.
Yeah, I hope we keep him because we need him. I hate to see damn Pete Dolan come from damn Ole Miss.
No, he's not coming.
Yeah, thank God. I'm just saying if Blake wasn't to stay, I'd hope Lane wouldn't bring him. But anyways... Do y'all think that with Lane coming, do you think we can get back into the sweepstakes with Elijah Haven?
I think that's going to be an interesting kind of wrinkle in this is the quarterback recruiting because I think Lane had done an excellent job recruiting Elijah at Ole Miss, and I think that with him coming to Baton Rouge where Elijah's in the backyard, I don't think it's a difficult conversation to bring up. I think that it definitely
it
probably
a lot easier.
Changes the discussion around Haven and LSU for sure.
Yeah. Do y'all think he can flip some more of these damn guys to come back, especially McKinley's brother and Bradford or whatever his name is?
We'll see.
Y'all think he can flip those guys to come to LSU or what?
I think it'll be very interesting to see how the staff kind of sticks together. I think that'll probably be one of the more important pieces of keeping the recruiting class together and flipping some of those other pieces would be, who on the staff he keeps, especially defensively. And brings in. Yeah.
Because, hell, McKinley's brother come in to Ohio State. I think McKinley's about the league too. I hope he doesn't, but I mean, I don't see why.
I would see why he would say now.
Play with his brother at LSU.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Yeah, I mean,
that's all I got.
Appreciate you. Hey, it's a good day to be a Tiger.
Shit, but I'm on my honeymoon.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah. Enjoy yourself, Save.
Yeah.
To hell with the Gators and to hell with Ole Miss.
Amen.
See y'all, boys.
See you, Save. Congratulations on the honeymoon.
Congrats on the sex.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Tristan, calling from Nettleton, Mississippi.
Oh, Tristan from Mississippi. Are you in LSU, Mississippi, or in Ole Miss, Mississippi?
I'm an LSU, Mississippi.
Hey, man, there we go. We got an inside spy. What you got for us?
I got all these Ole Miss fans hollering and crying, talking about what a piece of crap Lane Kiffin is for leaving Ole Miss. But they'd be the same people celebrating and running their mouth if they swept in and stole him from LSU. They got to look at it from a different perspective. We had Nick Saban. We could have went on to be a legacy. We could have won championships and all that type of stuff for year after year. But it opened the door. It created the foundation. It opened the door for a Les Miles, for Ed Ogeron. Will that happen at Ole Miss? Probably not, because they're not LSU, and fuck them.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Hey, you're going to get your lick back. BTA. Don't think those belts are... That's a Lane Kiffin thing. Those belts are coming out in Tiger Stadium, cuz.
All I know is here living in Mississippi, I got about 1 to 2 LSU buddies. The rest of them are Ole Miss or State fans. And I'm glad that Ole Miss is going right back to the middle of the pack with Mississippi State. Sorry ass.
It's time for
back where they belong.
Back in order.
Yep.
Appreciate your call,
That's
brother.
right.
Good luck down there. I mean, now you get. I mean, go. I mean, this is your victory.
Yeah, let
lap.
him hear it. I mean, let him hear it.
See you, boy.
See ya.
Thank you very much, Tristan. Behind enemy lines.
That I mean, finally he gets a win.
Right.
We've been disparaged, dragged, crushed. Odessa, Texas, home of the Permian Panthers. Where you at?
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Chris from Texas.
All right. Talk to me. What you got?
I love all y'all.
Oh man, y'all think Trinidad Chambliss comes with him?
Hell yeah.
I think if they get that waiver, he's an LSU Tiger.
I think they put that waiver in motion for a reason.
Yep.
Absolutely. Oh man, all the Ole Miss fans are salty and they're blaming Lane Kiffin. Man, blame your AD. Y'all forced him into a decision today. Y'all, they were asking for it.
It was one of the most bizarre handlings of a situation I've ever seen because of you kind of got to know where your feet are, and they decided to overshoot their skis, especially with a playoff on the line. And what they did, I mean, you got to at some point you got to protect the program. That's your job as an athletics director. But man, you really had something good going, and then you got spurned.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I appreciate the time, man. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Go Permian Panthers.
There you go. I mean, I think
you from Midland, right?
I mean, this is just it's really restored order. This move has.
I almost can't believe it.
Ole Miss thought they were somebody they're not, and LSU had become somebody they shouldn't be.
Call from
because of
and this was
Joey Freshwater.
Have a take, don't suck.
Come be Joey Saltwater.
No, it's Freshwater.
Oh.
FRESHWADDER.
There you go. What's your take?
I'm an adult film star calling from Rocky Top.
Tennessee.
And Hottie Toddy doesn't deserve this. This is trash. If you're an LSU fan and you're cheering this, you are stupid. You are stupid, stupid, stupid. It has never ended well anywhere the man's been, except for that little school down in Florida. The man is an idiot, lying piece of shit. Al Davis talked trash about him. When you got somebody, a scumbag like Al Davis talking shit about you, come on, guys.
Sounds like you miss him.
Yeah, it sounds like you're a spurned lover.
See you guys.
We appreciate you. There's Mr. Freshwater.
I love the freshwater call. Thank you, sir.
Shout out Mr. Freshwater.
But you're starting to see why.
Yeah, I mean, they're hurt. He's hurt. That man was hurt. That man was hurt.
How could you not be? That just goes to show.
Ole Miss doesn't deserve this. LSU is evil. This is not LSU. Ole Miss has done this to themselves. They did it to themselves. How many times have you seen coaches finish the season and take a job right after? It's happened plenty of times, right? You take a season. You play a season, you take a job after it. The calendar has changed, but it was still very possible for Lane to keep coaching through it and take the job after the year. But Ole Miss got too big for their britches and freaked out and said, no, I need an answer now. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
John is calling from out of Killeen, Texas, from Jeanerette, Louisiana.
All right. Have a take, don't suck. What you got for us?
Hey, man, if you're not on that plane, you better stay in Ole Miss.
Hey, amen. If you're not getting on the plane with me, there ain't no second plane.
Hey, I got one quick question, though. You think we keep Caden Durham with all the carries that they're giving to the freshmen?
I think that's a very interesting conversation. We talked about it a little bit yesterday during the game because I do think, obviously, you add in a conversation with Lacey from Ole Miss, obviously the running back over there, and potentially transferring over. I think it would be very hard to keep all three of them on the roster.
Yeah.
If Lacey does transfer. Obviously not set in stone, but him and Lane obviously have a great relationship. You saw him on McAfee with him the other day, and Lane's going to want him because he's really good. It's going to be tough to keep Barry, Durham, and Lacey if he does transfer over. And if you were to ask me right now, if there was going to be an odd man out, say Lacey transfers and there's an odd man out, my assumption would be Caden Durham. I would love to keep all three, but that's a tough task.
And he doesn't deserve that.
Yeah, that's gonna suck, man. That's gonna suck because he put in the work, bro. He was the only running back we had when he came, and he did everything he had to do, bro. I hate to see him leave.
Me too, because I thought he represents what LSU is all about. It's one of those guys that got thrust into a situation and only made the most of it. And then, obviously, LSU likes to look at the Louisiana kids first, and Harlan Berry's been awesome. But that's what Caden Durham did last year. And it's not a fair shake for him, but I know he'll land on his feet because there are 138 schools in college football. 138 schools will call.
Yeah,
but
man.
I hate to see it if it breaks that
we
way.
gonna take. Yeah, me too, man. But we gonna take this victory lap. But college football better be scared. LSU got an offense. And we got a damn good defense.
Amen.
Yeah, sir. All right, thank you, sir.
All right, y'all be cool.
Thank you very much. $2 super chat from Limitless Podcast. Richard Anderson shuts down his recruitment for LSU. Zach Nagy just tweeted it out. The number one defensive lineman in America has shut down his recruitment and will sign with LSU on Wednesday. That is Richard Anderson, the Louisiana 5-star from Edna Carr. 2 claps for Richard Anderson. Ready. That commitment is sealed. The recruitment is shut down. And the number one D lineman in the country, who is an absolute monster. I went to the state championship game last year, watched Carr versus Ash. Ash had run through maybe the toughest district in the state of Louisiana against West Ouachita and West Monroe and Ruston and Neville and played all these schools. And JT Lindsay just ran all over everybody.
Call from
Richard Anderson, that Ed and Carr defense. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Travis Irvin from Virginia.
Travis, all right. What's your take for us?
Well, honestly, I think there's going to be a lot of new coaches coming from Ole Miss. I'm wondering, who do you guys think?
I know we've heard Kevin Smith, who was I don't know your age, but I know that he was an absolute dog at UCF, and if they bring him along, that makes you think Lacey's coming along. If you bring, obviously, Lane along and then Charlie Weiss, and you would hope or imagine that he's also going to bring the offensive line coach with him. But the defensive staff should probably be status quo. But it's going to be an absolute rehauling of the LSU offensive line and offensive staff.
No, I get it. I'm just saying, do you think there's a chance that LSU is going to keep any of their staff with them?
The defensive staff, I think there will be some people that hang around. I think Frank is probably the only guy offensively that would stick around.
So you think Frank's the only one that would probably leave?
No, that would stay.
No, that on the offensive side of the ball, that would be retained. I think everybody else over there, Atkins, Davis, Hankton, I think those guys are all going to be not retained.
No, I understand. I mean, it's a pretty obvious choice. I think Nick Saban was the one that led Kiffin to make this decision.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Kiffin played a huge role in this decision. So we appreciate you calling in and asking a question.
Call from.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Mike. I'm calling from Baton Rouge. I want to know if y'all think that he's going to bring Coach O back onto the coaching staff.
I definitely think it's possible. I think O wants it. I think when you saw that story come out, I think that was O, right? I think that was Coach O trying to push a narrative and get his way back on. I think they have a very good relationship, O and Kiffin do. And I wouldn't be surprised if the call is made and potentially it happens, but
that's when it comes to a board of supervisors and like you have to approve the hire. There was some, obviously, the tenure in which O worked under, It's another big personality that I don't know how much they want to rock the boat, but I do know that Lane and Ed have always had a great relationship. But it is something that I don't know if LSU would be on board with so much as like Lane Kiffin would be fine with.
And do you think LSU is going to be unbeatable come next year?
Next year will be an interesting. I mean, obviously a lot depends on what the portal looks like and how you can kind of retain some of this roster. But I think give me 2 years to, if you hold on to Pickett and Barry their junior year with Lamar Brown and Richard Anderson as sophomores and what else you can recruit and bring in this state, I think it could be a pretty special run in 2027. But I'm not going to count 2026 out because a lot can change in 1 year.
If you bring Chambliss with you, you got a chance.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. That's all I got for you guys. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. Hell yeah.
Go Tigers. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it ends up shaking out. But I think offensive staff, Lane's going to bring with him defensive staff. We'll just kind of see how it shakes out. But it's been a fun day so far around Baton Rouge. Lane Kiffin to LSU. There will be a press conference tomorrow. Obviously, we will be live tomorrow morning, 7 to 9 a.m. I appreciate everybody hopping on the emergency stream with us. Get in here, everybody on Facebook, everybody on Twitter, and then everybody right here on YouTube.
This just added years to my life.
Oh yeah,
as much as Brian Kelly took away from me.
That's what I'm about to say.
Lane Kiffin just gave me a health pack.
It's reversed everything that man did.
Oh, he's alike. He's fine.
Everything the bad man did has been reversed, and
worth
LSU,
worth it. Honestly. You got a Heisman.
It was kind of it was almost a bridge hire. Kelly was.
Yeah.
Like you just had to.
You took a chance.
You just had to pass time to get Kiffin because you wanted Kiffin in 21. We talked about it many times.
Yeah,
wanted him then. Couldn't do it then. Couldn't pull the trigger. And you just had to pass time to get to where you're at right now, where you can finally do it. And I think, look,
it's incredible how much they've just barely missed each other, and then finally it becomes. And that's what. From first of all, you Florida Joe, buddy is going through it. You might as well just sign out of Twitter.
Those Florida Twitter accounts, what was it, Hoop Shiz, in all kinds of weather, whatever else the other name is. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Cajun Curveball from the heart
of New Orleans. Dude, finally, dude, you deserve this.
Brian Burgess, you're going to turn this off for a second, brother.
BB, go ahead and mute the phone real quick, Brian.
We are. Yeah, mute it up, buddy. You're going to want to mute it. We are so unfucking believably back, man. Oh, my God. We are so. We got the big fucking fish, baby. We got the big fish. We reel them in. We're pulling them onto the boat right now.
We're taking pictures with them.
Now. Yeah, no, we're all posted up. We're fucking posted up. I got the. I put the shades on the fish. Fuck it, I put a hat on the fish. God damn. I mean, are we back? Is college football cooked? I think. Is it fucked? Are we about to fuck everything up? I think we are. Boys. I think we're back.
Hey, they've been looking for a monster. Who did the fuck parody?
No.
They've been looking for somebody to hate, somebody to root for, somebody to love, somebody to hop on the bandwagon, somebody to vilify or pull them down or put them up. LSU put themselves in that spot.
Yeah, you're right, Lloyd. Hey, and look, we've been melting the whole season. It's finally nice to get to see fucking Ole Miss just melt. They're fucking fans. I've seen so much shit on Instagram. They're just like cursing them out, flicking them off. Like this is gorgeous, especially with how bad the Saints are playing. I needed something today. Saw y'all boys live, got the notification late. I was like, hold on. And they're taking go. Let's fucking go, man.
Go. That's what it's all about, brother.
I am so excited. And I like the, you know what? For the people who don't want Lane, I really just don't understand why. The biggest argument I see everywhere is, well, what has he done? What has he won at Ole Miss? Blah, blah, blah. Ole Miss hasn't won anything. I mean, what do you expect? Him to go to a fucking program that's historically putrid and doesn't win anything and win? And he is. He did. He fucking has them in the playoffs this year. Like, what is that bullshit narrative about? I don't get it. I just think they don't like his personality. But you know what? I like it. I like a little piss and vinegar in my coach. I like a little jackass, a little shithousery. You know what I mean?
There
you go. We need that, especially after we had.
You could have fooled me that he's not from Louisiana.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, Dude's got a sack bigger than all of our fucking heads combined, the way he acts.
He's going to love it here, man. It really is.
I mean, it's so nice, too. I don't get why people don't like that, especially after we had a Brian Kelly who was like a fucking old dementia patient up there on the fucking post game, talking like fucking Eeyore. Like, I want some piss and vinegar. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't even know the fuck. I guarantee you, Lane knows every fucking player on his team, even if they're a bench rider. I guarantee you.
Even if they walked on a week ago. Where'd we get you from? Oh, okay,
what
nice.
You know what he gives me shades of, Lloyd, in the press conference? And Noah? He gives me shades of Les Miles, the way he does those press conferences and the way he acts. Not the same, because no one will ever be Les. But, it gives me just a...
Who, BK?
Brings me back a little bit, Brings me back to the war days when I see this guy in a press conference. Just acting like a complete...
I think Lane's got a little bit more Saban in him than anything. He's leaned towards the Nick side when you hear
a little more what, Noah?
He sounds like he talks like Saban in pressers now. He's really adapted the Saban module. It's a fair question, but like I said, I'm not.
I see that.
So
I see that too. Well, you never know what you're gonna get. You're like, is he gonna be a complete like troll today, or is he gonna be like very kind of like
direct,
buttoned up, but not like, but he's got a couple buttons unbuttoned. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of a deal.
The fact that we can say those two names means he's at the right spot.
Yeah. And can I just say before I get out of here? Look, they already got the edits of him in the purple and gold. I fucking love it.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking love it, and I love that he told the staff, "You better have your ass on this plane today, or stay here, buddy. We're going to build a national fucking contender. Ohio State, get the fuck out of the way, buddy. We'll see you in the playoffs. We'll see you in the championship in a couple years."
Ryan Day with your pierced nipples.
Yeah, fucking. Yeah, I'm not gonna say. I was gonna say the F word. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna be nice today. All right, boys. I'm gonna go watch this bullshit of a game. Great day to be a Tiger fan. Fuck the Saints. Love you guys.
That's okay. I don't even know they played today.
Shout out. Michael Cobble on Twitter got a video of
Bryce Underwood.
The Lane planes are leaving to go get LSU's next head coach. The planes are leaving the tarmac. Shout out to Michael Cobble, our guy.
I will have to pull this picture up.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Ryan Stadler from Central Arkansas. What's up, guys?
Ryan, how are you doing? We're doing good.
Seeing all of us all excited and smiling together and all our fans and family in purple and gold remind me every morning why I get up and love to hate Ole Miss fans.
There you go. Amen.
Guys, we knew this day was coming. It was coming. There was no way in hell that dude was going to stay and live the rest of his life in Mississippi to be known as the Mississippi guy.
It's unbelievable how people you talked yourself into it at some points where you're like, maybe what's be the legacy there? It's like, it's LSU. Look.
I mean, man, how did you guys feel like prior to like Brian Kelly? Did y'all feel like we should have went after Lane Kiffin then?
I mean, this is where I wanted Lane Kiffin. I've always wanted Lane Kiffin, but I did understand the mindset that it wasn't the right time. Going from the mess that O left, if you take a swing on Kiffin at that point and you miss, it could put you in a pretty bad spot. Just with where the program was,
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to do something.
I get that.
And it turns out it was the least safe hire ever. This footage is sexual.
Shout out Michael Cobble.
This feels. I'm not going to stay on here real long. I had to say something about
Of course.
That's what we're here for.
And I don't know. Maybe y'all can ask me. Does this not feel like this is the closest or most exciting we've maybe felt? Maybe after we saw what Nick Saban was capable of year 1 or 2 at LSU.
No, 100%. I mean, I think when you look at the Kelly hire, I think there was forced excitement about that. Like, at first it caught you off guard, and then you just kind of had to work your way to, I think this could work. I mean, he's actually buttoned up.
It's like almost we had to be talked into it, though.
1,000%.
The excitement was already there.
This doesn't feel forced.
No, not at all.
This feels a long time coming.
Before it happened, and you've been building up to it.
Right.
And then finally, you asked her to the prom, and she said, yeah.
It's it's exciting too, and I don't mean to bring up yesterday. Yesterday was rough, to some extent. But did y'all not feel a little more relief too, like thinking about what this staff could do, what Kiffin's capable of? And since Kelly has been gone, does it not feel like the attitudes kind of come back in the LSU locker room? Like yesterday, they played like an LSU Tiger team that, yeah, we got nothing to play for at this moment currently, but I'll be damned if I'm going to back down and look like a bunch of punks today.
Yeah, and I think that's a testament to Frank, and that's why you want to keep him on staff, because it was a complete, could have been a complete rollover moment. But the way that defense fought, the way they tackled, the way the offense tried to figure it out, even look, they're scared on offense because they think they're going to get mollywopped every time they touch a football. But they still fought. They fought like tigers, and that's why you keep Frank Wilson around, because it could have been a program that you look at.
It could have been detrimental.
Right, exactly. And Lane Kiffin goes, oh, man, now it's almost a fixer-upper. And I was like, damn, they got some players over there on the defensive side. They got a hell of a defensive head coach on that side of the ball. They got Frank Wilson who can rally the troops. Like, I've seen the social media. He's on it. And so it saved.
Well,
if
you take the records out of it, yeah. If you took the records off the screen, it looked like LSU still had something to play for.
What, they could have won the football game
outside of just pride. That was great. I loved seeing that. Despite, I know it ended in the sense of, but you see that and you think towards the future, and the fact that this top 10 class has been able to stay together despite the chaos the last month, and we're to this point now. It's really exciting, guys. I really feel like, again, I said it last week to y'all, I thought Lane Kiffin has been in rehab mode ever since he lost the USC job.
Yep.
When he lost that job, I really feel like, he needed to get himself built back up, get himself cleaned up, despite all the ups and downs. And now that he's finally back at a pinnacle, it's like, I think he's ready to. LSU's going to take some runs here. I really do. I wouldn't be shocked if they compete for a playoff spot next year. I really wouldn't, because now that he's leaving, the portal window is different for those players because the coach can leave. They can enter the portal.
You just took a playoff team.
So I wonder how many of those guys are leaving with him.
We'll see.
It'll be interesting to see.
I'm sorry, do what?
I still think the players have something to play for. Like, I don't think it'll be a mass exodus prior to the playoff game. I think there's going to be guys that respect Golding and want to do it for him, and just honestly for the fact that you're on the team and you got the guys next to you. But I think
season, I still think Ole Miss players will play.
Yeah,
I'm just saying I know that there are a few that he is really close to, like Kewan Lacey and some of them. I would not be shocked, and I'm hearing rumors that his running back coach may come, which that does bring me back to the Frank Wilson question, and I'll get off here. What do y'all think? Do they just move him to recruiting coordinator, like head of recruiting, you think, or how do you think that they'll do that?
Associate head coach.
They'll find a way.
They'll make it work.
They'll find.
I would really hope so, because
it's not even. It's non-negotiable.
They'll find a way to make it
like
work.
6 a.m. yoga. Frank's non-negotiable, and Lane knows that.
Be on there with him.
All right, brother. Thank you.
All right, man. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. Hell yeah.
We appreciate everybody calling in this morning. Hunter Hall brought it to everyone's attention. He said, Noah and Lloyd, I hope you realize you have had calls from 10 different states on this show alone. It's pretty awesome, man. It's pretty awesome.
Thank you, Hunter.
To get calls from it's been Vegas, it's been Mississippi, it's been Tennessee, Louisiana,
West Virginia.
and
I've
California.
missed one from Buddy and warning, voicemail 100% full. That'd be
there you go.
Never happen. And New Albany.
There you go.
I hope he gets in here. Feel free to call back.
Well, look, and we'll probably pop the phone lines back open tomorrow morning.
Absolutely.
We'll do it again. If you haven't been able to call in today, tomorrow morning 7 to 9 we'll be up. Probably 8:30 we'll open the phone line back up. Make sure you like, subscribe, ring the bell so you know when we're live outside of 7 to 9 every morning. I appreciate everybody getting in here. It's a great day to be an LSU Tiger.
It's a great day to have a great day.
There's new life around Baton Rouge, Louisiana in this program. And there's smiles on everybody's faces. LSU is who they said they were. Florida and Ole Miss, not us.
Oh.
Who's got it better than us?
Nobody. I mean, because you look at, I'm just going through Twitter.
Get your popcorn ready now.
Yep. 2:10 today. They were landing in Tupelo, Mississippi. Somebody's going to have they're going to be in Mississippi going, shit, pull.
Oh! And LSU's going to go full Bella Hines.
God! But when you look at some of these graphics, like, it's fun. Finally.
They pulled it off.
Oh, real quick. Oh, good for you, Landon Barnes. Ole Miss no matter what. We'll see. I respect it. I do.
They just had a decommit, I believe, as well. Safety.
Cordell, Trey Collins, decommitted from Ole Miss. He tells me at Hayes Fawcett, 6'2", 180-pound safety. Take you.
Michigan State job also just opened up. Does that smell like Brian Kelly, huh? Smell like Free My Boy? Also, FYI, the Free My Boy jersey will be in. It arrives December 2nd, which is obviously this Tuesday. We'll have the Free My Boy jersey. And we appreciate everybody getting in here this afternoon. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 7 to 9 a.m. As LSU lands Lane Kiffin, bringing over the offensive staff to revamp LSU football. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 7 to 9, and there will be a press conference right after to introduce Lane Kiffin, or a press conference at some point tomorrow to introduce Lane Kiffin as the LSU head football coach. So it's a great day to be a Tiger, and there's a lot of excitement. It's only up from here, really. Free my boy, Lloyd.
Free my boy.
Appreciate you getting your way over here.
Of course. Just did it twice. But it's okay. I'm on Lane's timeline now.
Oh, of course.
And I love it. This is, Jay Johnson's he'd be my pappy. I can't wait to see Lane at Thanksgiving. The fun uncle. What a staff. I mean, I don't know how much, you've lived through some of the heartbreak, but going from big name, and swinging and missing and not getting it to seeing two Jets go and get
a staff, a team.
I mean, that is shout out MMR.
Shout out.
Gas those things up, get the boys back. Oh, it's just what a time to be alive because it doesn't happen often.
What a time to be alive.
And if I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong, but I feel like I'm right. This thing could be.
It's going to be special. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. We'll get Lane on once a week.
Lane State University. Hey, we're gonna work the phones here. We're gonna get that connect.
No, it ain't no connect. That shit's direct, brother.
Come on.
Private.